Agenda.
This is, this also goes on YouTube live right now.
Yeah,
You are
yeah.
muted. You are all muted though.
Okay,
I'll unmute it once it starts.
I don't have an agenda.
Oh, I didn't throw one down to you, Ron. Sorry about that. You had so many papers.
Yes, I usually
You get one more.
There
you go.
Thank you, my dear.
Hi, Ron. You want to sit over here?
I
Is
paid
that
it.
it?
This was on the west side.
It's just things down
Why
here.
were they on the west side?
No, it's up to you. I'm doing this. for
Okay, I saw the sign out
reasons.
here. Kind of like it did.
No.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Great. I am well.
Just went around the whole clubhouse. All the 6-foot spacing signs down. You know, they don't even notice them. They've been there for so long.
Yeah, that's right.
There's one on the end of the building, one up. Yeah. We need signatures on anything.
Right, I think it's right there. We already stamped it. You're good.
Yeah.
Unless Patrick has something for you, which I don't believe he
Brian,
does.
Brian sign? You write nice.
Guys,
Yeah.
send it around.
Oops, sorry.
Thank you.
I have the draft minutes right
You
here.
got a nice looking log jam on number 3 there going. Another tree came down.
I'll be
They
back.
called soil and water.
Gee.
And he said, well, we'll get it. Here's the one there. We'll get out there and look at it. So, pretty bad. And right now we throw collared plants. When we get in there, you get in there.
Yeah.
It's all fallen from his side of the street. Collards. What happens, it forces the water right across the second hole. It jumps the stream, comes right behind the green.
Yeah.
So it's
Always something up there with those
It's on the
trees.
golf course.
Every year you lose, a bunch of them.
Yeah.
It's just like,
You wet out there?
Yeah, in spots, yeah. But
it
it's-
wasn't bad yesterday.
No, it's not surprising, considering what we've been through, how dry it was.
Tomorrow's gonna be a bad day. huh?
Slide them
I
down.
do have
Only
the
had
pens in
one,
yet.
only had one cart get stuck. That's all.
Ready?
For Laura.
Yep.
Are the pens in it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotta get out there.
Yeah.
For a dry day.
Yeah, we have the carts rolling and everything.
Wow.
It was in good- it was in
many
good shape.
today. Today was, no, today was not as many. Yesterday. Pull out a couple of 27 carts went out yesterday and there's probably.
Well, if they get stuck out there, how do you know they are?
They call and say, well, we had a boo-boo come. So I get the side by side, 4-wheel drive, a tow strap and get them out there.
How come you didn't drive around that mud puddle? Instead of
Yeah.
trying to go through it?
Yeah. I mean,
Where's the fun in that?
I know.
Yeah. I mean, to the left of 7, there's like, it looks like a swamp over there,
Yeah.
It's either standing, visible water. Well, we thought we were on the edge of it. So anyway. I said, well, you need to get out and push. I said, oh, well, my shoes will sink in the mud like 6 inches. He said, yeah. Should make you push.
Yeah, leave them there for a
Leave 'em
couple
there.
hours and
With your muddy shoes.
they'll think about it more next time.
How's your pond, everything okay down
Oh,
there?
did your fish make it?
Pond look okay?
Still hard to tell. They don't come up for a while.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. I haven't seen any yet.
Stock your pond?
Oh, yeah.
right. Oh, yeah.
Afraid I probably got too many in there, and that's why I put the bubbler in this winter.
Oh.
I didn't want to have oxygen depletion,
You have the same problem with blue heron that I have.
Yeah, I got one. I call him Harry. Harry the Heron. The only thing that really peed me off is when I find my little bass about like this with holes pecked in the back,
Oh,
Oh, wow.
and they're gonna die.
yeah.
But I had at one point one of them slam bang guns I used,
Yeah,
you know.
tempted. I've lost maybe 150 koi over so many, I gave up.
Mhm.
Because a certain time of the year, I'd go away for the weekend, I'd come back and they'd all be gone.
Wow.
You
Wow.
can see them from a mile up, right?
Mhm.
I thought I did everything possible. I put all kinds of wires and noisy things. I had a swan thing. Everything I tried doing the perimeter of the pond with wire. Turns out they just swoop down, grab them and take off. When they're about knee big,
Mhm.
Wow.
never made one, I've never had one survive. Those guys could see. And you think the worst problem in your life is blue heron. I mean, life isn't too bad, but
Yeah,
still.
Virgil runs like hardware cloth over the top of his, doesn't he? He puts wood stakes in and staples the, of course, his,
yeah, he does.
I don't know how big your
That's
koi
an
pond.
option. It's too big. Yeah.
That's how he protects his.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd be the same way.
Yeah.
And his is right tight to the house. It's part of his patio.
Yeah. Oh. I got up on a deck. I have a small pond, but I keep fish in so that they don't have mosquitoes,
Yeah.
little tiny ones. I put a fence above it when I was leaving for the week, quarter inch, whatever. And they were gone when I came back.
Well,
Later, my husband.
I mean,
It's
if
tough.
we're looking for dinner, I'd
No,
probably
he's
do
afraid
that.
that's what they're gonna have.
you know what else I have problems with
Was
down by
his
Dutch
for
Hollow?
the
where I
ball?
am?
No. He
My-
hasn't even been
It's
anywhere.
turtles.
Oh,
It's
no,
having
no,
If it's
turtles.
just for,
We have. a
Don't
couple of them.
you don't
Is that
have
right?
to read it.
That's
Monsters.
If it's
Monsters
off the
come out of
bone,
that creek.
that's my.
That's the big
That's what
pond,
happened
which
to
is
Candy
for watering, Bill?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bad.
And,
Hi, ladies.
I guess, hi.
The watershed is here.
That one is actually a little. Oh, sorry.
What's that?
That one was off by 5 minutes, but now it looks to be about right. 2 minutes out. And Patrick should be coming. He said he was coming.
You want to start then?
Sure.
Okay. Members present, Brian Colella, Andy Fiacco, Gary Lewis, Ron Podolick, and Bill Galloway. Members excused, Larry Libertor, Karen Vasile, and Bob Westover. Others present, did everybody sign in our sheet over there? Top of the podium,
I always forget.
please do. Yeah, we'll call the meeting order and say, that clock's a little slow. isn't it?
Yeah. Mine says
Okay,
3:59.
4 p.m. Okay, we gotta approve the agenda.
I'll move.
I'll second it.
Gary, Bill. Roll call.
Brian,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Andy,
yes,
Gary,
Yes.
and Ron.
Yes. Motion carried. Need a motion for the approval of the minutes of the March 2nd meeting. Are there any additions, deletions, or otherwise changes? Otherwise, we need someone to move that. Move them. Minutes.
I'll move it.
Bill,
Second.
no changes. Brian. Roll call.
Brian,
Yes.
Andy, you not staying?
thank you.
Bill,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
and Ron.
Yes. Motion carried. Next, we have a site plan review. Scott Anderson and Ann Donahue project. Open for discussion. It is, and maybe you can help me because he's not here yet, Lori. This has gone through zoning
Yes, it did.
for a. Is it a
Variance, yep, variances,
Variance.
yep, and it was approved. Here's Patrick now. The ZBA found no problem giving him his variance.
The variances for what now? Lot line setbacks?
Coverage.
Oh, coverage.
Okay.
Okay, so that's not part of what we would be questioning tonight. Does anybody got anything before I get started? I see. I feel like I'm playing that game with my granddaughter. I spy with my little eye.
I see it coming.
Yeah, the roof of the garage is gonna be sloped so that it's gonna be going into eaves, down into a gutter, and it's gonna be outletted into a dry
There's a dry well there again.
well. So it comes down and it's going to be put into what? An underground,
An underground line that'll go to the dry well from the back. It drains towards the highway, right? It drains down. And then I'll have the gutters will bring it down to a pipe. That pipe will go underground to the dry well, which is more near the front of the property, more near the lakeside of the property.
is the pipe, is it a 4-inch tile or is it's gonna go underground?
Yeah, it'll be whatever I'm told by you to put there. 4-inch seems logical to me.
Well, no, it's not my call, but I'm wondering, it's going to this dry well, if you get up. The range that we've been getting,
Yeah,
these heavy rains, goes down, goes into that pipe. Is the dry well got enough capacity to handle this new rooftop water, which is 100% runoff? And have there been any calculations made to be sure of that?
no, but I will, even if I have to dig another dry well, I will make sure that it's adequate. And that's something I can do in the process. Yeah, I haven't inspected the dry well.
Do you know how big the existing dry well is?
I should have looked into that before it came. But, whatever is required, I will do. I'm not, a builder trying to save money here.
Why is the dry well there? Is
I
there
don't
some,
know. It's been there for a long time.
there's no pipes drainage going into it or?
I really don't know. I haven't been informed. I will say this, that what is there now is almost all driveway. So it's been draining down towards the lake.
Mhm.
So I think we're if you want to sum it all up, we're going to be better off than we were before.
So it's just short of the driveway where the.
Yeah, it's not exactly in the northwest corner, but it's close to it.
Okay.
Yeah, it sits, I've only seen, there's a cap and then there's something that shows where it is.
Yeah, I saw
bar.
something.
And then if you open it up, there's probably a top. So whatever's draining into it drains down below, but I've never seen any water in it.
Yeah,
at this
Okay, that's a plus.
Yeah. On the other hand, if what ends up being required is I dig a new dry well, I will. And that'll be back farther, closer to the drain.
And that should really be calculated by your
By Kathleen?
architect, yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking to see, are we dealing with an architect or an engineer? And that should really be, because it's her stamp,
Yes.
and you can go back on her if you have problems down the road. So I imagine she wants to know, well, maybe I better look at that.
Okay.
So
Agreed.
That is all I had. But I did catch that, and with these rainfalls we've been getting. Made me
I know
nervous.
so much about that. It's a different climate.
Yes,
Yeah.
don't I know it too?
Everything's coming in from the southwest, right out of all that moisture from the Gulf.
It feels like Groundhog
Global
Day. Every
warming.
morning I wake up, I ask what the weather is. It's gonna be partly rainy and for like a year and a half. You know it, right?
I do.
Tomorrow.
You
Yeah.
got it out yet tonight?
All day.
Ooh,
All week.
tomorrow.
Oh, we-
Yeah.
yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah.
All right. Ellie,
Mhm.
any further questions?
Yeah, so I've got a couple of questions. I talked to Pat about this a little bit. He had mentioned that there probably won't be a stabilized construction entrance because you're using the drive that's already there, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But do you think any of the erosion control in the drawing could get in the way of access?
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make sure I put the fence at a place where people can get to it.
Okay,
Shouldn't it be
I've been
logs?
a little concerned. I
yeah.
don't want to put it on the other side of the right of way
Mhm.
because that prevents access to the drive.
Right.
Sure. So I think I might want to put it as close to the site as possible,
Yeah,
right? They'll hold everything in until we finished it. If that's okay.
Yeah.
Once the slab's been poured and we fill back, then everything should be, without risk as long as we get the roof drained properly.
yeah.
But really, I'll do whatever you ask.
Yeah, of course, yeah, because I was just thinking if the erosion control is in the way, it could be damaged, or you might end up having to drive onto the grass, and then that could cause more disturbance, and
Yeah.
trying to control that as best as possible, but we can work with you and, throughout the
That's a
process,
question.
and make recommendations in person and such.
I appreciate that. I've
Yeah.
been concerned about this myself,
Yeah,
but I figured we could get it somehow.
Yeah.
get it right.
yeah, absolutely.
But I've never seen any drainage go to the fence that we put up for the other part of it.
Yeah, we
There's
checked
never
that
been
out
anything.
recently, it looks
Yeah.
good, yeah.
Well, you got fence up now.
Yeah, for the first edition. We're not completely finished with that.
There's a couple spots that could be towed in a bit better, but I didn't see any runoff that would be of a concern.
No sediment, but
You know,
Yeah, we do want to bring more soil in and then plant grass
Mhm.
closer to the house. It's just.
Yep.
Now, I mean, when you dig in that ground, it's all rock.
Mhm.
So there's no soil,
Yeah,
right? So it's not like we could save soil and leave it.
mhm.
So I'm probably gonna bring something in,
Okay.
get it nice and cut it down to get the grass going.
Using a sediment log or a filter sock might be easier to pick back up and place somewhere else.
Yeah, well, what we have been using seems to work,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
again, I'll do whatever you need.
Okay, yeah, we can always swing back.
I know, we as a board have been recommending the logs, I know, for other projects along the lake there, so
Yeah,
I think they're more stable maybe than a fence is in more instances than
and you're
that.
saying easier to move to?
Yeah, I mean, you would just pull the stakes out of the ground, move the socks, take it somewhere else, and you wouldn't really have too much ground disturbance, just that hole from the
Okay.
stake.
I can do that. That's fine. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to put the fence in where it's gravel.
Right, yeah.
And
Yeah.
gravel that's been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's there now looks good. It looks
Yeah.
stable.
Yeah.
At the
Logs
base.
would be a lot easier for you there.
I will say that, since I'm on the property, when it rains really hard, there are rivulets through the gravel
Mhm.
going downhill. So I felt like, well, it's not time to fix it because I'm gonna cover it with this garage. But I wanna make sure that, the driveway's stable. Because so much water pours down the hill, as you all know.
I wonder if you could have like, on each side of the driveway, have like shoe socks that kind of overlap over the driveway, and then when a vehicle needs to get in, you unstake the ends and open it up, and then it gets in, and then you pop them back in.
Yeah, I can see
Something like
that.
that could work.
Yeah,
It'd be a lot easier than like having to reto in a silt fence every single time.
yeah, right.
Yeah, depending
Or
on
drive on the
when they're
grass.
working, if they're coming in and out of there continuously, that might be difficult, but,
Yeah,
if there's a period of time where they're not gonna be in there for a few days, could be considered.
yeah. Once the excavator and mason is done.
Yeah.
Then we're done. And I don't think that should take more than a couple.
Yeah, okay. The other question I have is, there's two berms, on the drawing. Are those going to be like sediment based? What is the material, or is it more of like a product that's being placed?
Oh,
Architect question?
yeah, I'm trying to berms.
Yeah, there's a couple of berms on the drawings, to divert stormwater
Those
runoff.
two curved dotted lines
Oh, really?
above and below, which is separate from the sediment.
The silt
Yeah.
fence, yeah.
Well, the one is right in the approach to the garage door.
Right,
Right.
I don't know how you
That's
drive
the
over the
beginning.
burn. All
Okay,
right,
Yeah.
that's an architecture.
all right,
That's an arch.
got it.
Retention berm. Yeah, the retention berms on the contour.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if they were sediment, I was wondering about how that regrading would work and how stabilization of those berms would work, or if it was more of like a product that was planning to be laid over that area that could just be removed afterwards, or.
Maybe after
Well,
the,
there is kind of a berm where the cement fence is right now.
Yeah,
That's sort of a berm because it looks over the right of way. So it may be a matter of just sort of extending that on either side of the driveway. You
Okay.
gotta be able
yeah,
to get in the driveway.
right, yeah, putting a
Yeah.
berm across the
Yeah.
driveway when you're trying to work in there, and it would be kind of difficult to move around, which is why I was also wondering about the construction entrance originally, but it sounds like we could move back to the architect
Yeah.
and work with you throughout the construction project.
Whatever you want.
all right. Oh, yeah, it's about, yeah,
Yeah,
Patrick?
I don't
Good.
really have anything to add, but I know, Scott's been real good to work with on the other projects, so I'm sure he'll be responsive if we are able to help him out and give him direction.
yeah, we'll just continue to stop down and put on progress and make
Excellent.
recommendations in the field as we see fit.
Okay,
I want the lake to be as clean as possible.
Glad to hear.
yes. You got a substantial investment.
I do too.
Okay. Any other questions, comments on this project from the board? Okay, somebody want to move the
Oh, no. I'll move it.
project pending research on,
Calculations for the roof,
yeah,
Calculation.
For the,
calculation for the roof drainage.
Yeah.
I will.
the drywall concerns.
yeah.
We're gonna go with the logs as well.
He's got some very well installed fence up, right?
Yeah, there's some parts that could be towed in a bit better, but it looked like it was, when it was originally installed, that it was put in correctly. I think it was just maybe a matter of wind and maintenance that made beneath it a little, see through, so.
That existing fence is on the other side of the house though, for the addition that he put on. It's not on the driveway side.
So you can still go with logs,
Yeah,
the rest of the areas.
yes.
Very good.
Yeah, it'd be easier for you.
So is that complete enough for our,
You okay with that, Mark?
I'll get it.
Okay.
I'll put it together. Then I'll let you look at it.
all right,
It's all under the conditions of the calculations from the architect
Okay,
and adding
yeah,
of silt socks. Correct?
yes.
as presented with those following conditions? Which are no big thing.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Okay. Who made the motion?
Andy.
Andy made the motion and Bill seconded. Roll call.
Brian,
Yes.
Andy,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
and Ron.
Yes. Motion carried.
Hey, thank you.
All right.
There you go.
You guys have been great.
Sorry, sorry for making you laugh.
It's all right. The same color theme, right? I like the colors of the
Okay.
east portion.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's east or south at that part of the lake.
Okay, good to hear.
I
Good
guess it's
question.
It is a nice
Probably.
project.
Planning board, please stay
south,
seated.
south.
Bye. I have an announcement to make. I don't know how many of you know.
Do you want this? This is live on YouTube right now. Can we close the meeting?
Yeah,
Okay,
because this does not,
pertain to anything.
yeah,
with
this is with our lawyer, so it's,
I'll,
you don't need it to be.
Right?
I'll
I
move-
wanna
move
move